Hello, July 2nd, 10 a.m. I want to show you a couple of anomalies that we have. The last 200 hours, I have this clip right here. This is live radar, and the last 200 hours, you can see there's a ring of like a ring around Texas, really, a ring of fire, and it's spinning. It's a spinning vortex. It's been doing this for probably at least a week. I've been watching it every day, but I haven't really recorded it because you just have to see all the anomalies to put all the picture together to realize what I'm telling you. Okay, all of this right here is spinning around Houston. Houston is the epicenter. That's ground zero because the way I position my Orgone satellite dishes in a star formation, and I have a suspicion that Starforts are for that because the Starforts are usually along the waters in all these cities, and there's one in Galveston. There's a Starfort there. The way that they're shaped, the star pattern of them and the sharp edges, that's kind of what Orgone does. The edges of the pyramids and the cones that I make, the pine cones, those edges are what makes it work. So we're on the same ley line as the Great Pyramids of Giza, also 29th parallel. Okay, so remember that. Now this big old black spot in the middle, that's from my equipment also. It's cleaning the whole area. If you look the rest of the United States, it gets more and more dingy and polluted. This gray stuff right here. See the rest up here, Canada. This whole side right over here is all gray. Besides the center right here where the epicenter is, that's what's causing all this darkness right here. All the way over here. See how far it goes, and it gets dimmer as it goes. See, it starts to get hazier and hazier all the way over here. That's by Africa. That's Africa right here. So you see the cleanliness of the Orgone. Okay, I've been doing this for years. That's why it's doing that. I point my satellite dishes up at 45-degree angles in a star formation, and this is a star fort right here. See that? That's from up high. So that's like a whole. It could be like a little town. It could be a whole city, or it could just be one little place, like where the Statue of Liberty is. That's a star fort that it's on. See all these star forts. Here's another one. So that's my theory anyway. But look how it's spinning. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
You trade the Cadillac for a microphone. Then you lie to me about the band. Now you're gonna put me right back in the joint.
They're not gonna catch us. We're on a mission from God.
First you trade the Cadillac.
Now let's see if we can't figure out what you are, my little friend. And where you come from.
I saw part of the message.
I seem to have found it.
General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire. I regret that I am unable to present my father's request to you in person, but my ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan has failed. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory systems of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it. You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
So this is Hurricane Beryl. I guess it's supposed to come barreling down towards everybody and destroy and kill everybody. I don't think so. Not on my watch. So I got this thing in sight already from Houston, and instead of the star formation, now I have a few more dishes pointed this way. So I have like 3 of them aimed right at this thing. You can see it already coming apart a little bit, wanting to. It's starting to wobble. It's starting to be not as pronounced because it's coming in range right now. That's about how far my equipment starts affecting it. It's pretty far, dude. Look at this. But anyway, it's still going to probably come, but it's not going to hit Houston, I guarantee that. And wherever it hits, it's going to be lessened. And I don't think it's going to be all like that when it gets up here. We'll see, but I have my equipment passive right now. It's not even active. Active means I connect a Tesla coil directly to the equipment to where you can't touch it because it'll shock you. But it's a facial wand, so it's got healing frequency. It's 432 hertz. So you connect that to it. You're supposed to touch your face and your skin to it, to that wand, and it cures like blemishes and stuff like that. They use it at the spas. It's a VR wand, but really it's a Tesla coil. So everything's about frequency and vibration. Okay, the way these hurricanes form is they have these right in the middle. It's like vertical shear. It's like winds that go straight up and down, right? It makes like a column, and what Orgone does is it disrupts that. It makes it to where the shear like is not. It has trouble forming, and the closer it gets, it's going to affect it more. It's going to actually break it apart. Just like I did on Hurricane Hillary like a year ago. I have that on one of my past videos. You can look it up. And from across Mexico, I blasted that thing. And believe me, it has an effect. So I'll be documenting it from here on out. I just want to show you the beginning of this so you can see before and after how this thing's coming in. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Okay. I'll leave one of these radar links so you guys can watch live in real time and just imagine lasers coming out from Houston blasting this thing, and then you can see why it's doing that. See, it's starting to wobble right there. And it's starting to come apart on the edges. That's a telltale sign that it's already affecting it. See right there? It kind of blossomed out. All the blackness. You want that blackness to go away. It's pretty far still. It's not even to Cuba yet. It's like halfway to Cuba. But all those little islands are going to get affected for sure. If all these little islands had equipment, had just one satellite dish like mine, and maybe spend $1,000 at the most to do it, anybody could do it at home. You could divert one of these things, and they might not kill your family. I've been trying to say this for a long time, but I mean, really, nobody believes it. But you can look at the track record for Houston. Houston gets hurricanes very, very often, or has in the past. And before I started doing this in 2018, they were hitting pretty regular. But since 2018, there has not been one direct hit of a hurricane in Houston, and it has been because of me. Nobody else can say that. And I'm not trying to be egotistical, it's just facts. And it's not hurting it, and nobody can be pissed off at me. I mean, come on. Who can be mad at this? I mean, I should get paid probably. So anyway, I'll keep on this thing and see what happens, but just notice the patterns, folks. This is from high above, so you can see like general patterns. I'm a pattern a specialist too, so this is how I figured this out, because I figured out there was a problem and I figured out how to fix it. After Katrina hit and all those people died, I got on this thing. I started thinking about it, and then it just came to me how to do it. I started researching Wilhelm Reich, the developer of Orgone accumulators, cloud busters, and he was doing all this back then, but they jailed him and killed him for it. He's curing cancer with this. Cures cancer also. It cleans the air. Look how clean the air is, and it's all centered around Houston. All this darkness, the epicenter and the darkest part is right here. Why? Because you can see it, and because I'm telling you. See how hazy it gets over here? Because it's not near me. And I got this big vortex spinning. That's me doing that, or the equipment. And it has to do something with the ley lines, because it over here has a bigger effect. See how dark it is over here? Something going on in the earth that's helping it. But I think that's what Starforts were originally for. They just probably decommissioned them to where they don't work. But mine does. If every Starfort that you see like that does this, it would probably be worth it to turn them back on. Or at least everybody to make one of these satellite things. They're not hard to make. You point them at an angle, 45 degrees, just like a regular satellite dish, and it bounces off the they call it the stratosphere, but really it's the firmament, the Van Allen belt, whatever you want to call it. You can't get past it, and you can bounce signals from it. So I aim them up, boom, and they come down. Pretty much in a straight line, because it goes up at such a high angle where I'm at, because I'm so small that it comes immediately down. So the higher up that you point them, it's like a mortar. The higher up that you point them, the closer it's going to land. So the more level that you aim it, the farther it goes. So 45 degrees is a pretty good angle. You can go less though, or more, depends. And if it gets too hairy, I'll turn on the other equipment, the infrared light, which heats the orgone. Because if you heat orgone, it makes it work better. You put a infrared heat lamp on it, like a cook that a cook would use at a restaurant. Keep it warm all the time, and then connect that Tesla coil to it. The VR one, man, I don't even need it. My stuff is so strong, I don't even use that. These are all passive. All my dishes right now are passive, unless this thing gets close. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know. Thanks and have a good day.